Hello, hello. People have been asking me to do more battleship commentaries, so I decided to do one on my Montana. Now, at first I wasn't too keen on the idea because basic battleship gameplay has been seen like 100 times, but I decided that this game would actually be quite fun to make one from, because look at this setup. I mean, they have freaking four Shimakazes. Like, we have four Shimakazes and they have four Shimakazes. That's absolutely ridiculous. We also have Fletcher and something else. And there's also T9 carriers on both sides. So it's like an absolutely insane torpedo party. There's like, I don't know, it's this map as well, where basically DDs can hide behind every rock and everything. So I mean, if this isn't the perfect setup for a T10 battleship, I don't know what is. Oh, Zhao is showing himself. Gonna take a shot at him. Ah, but he's smart. He turned towards me. I was hoping he would turn left, but like he would panic turn away. But he was smart and he instead presented a smaller silhouette to make it harder for me to citadel him. Now the Montana, unlike the Yamato, has faster rate of fire, but much worse penetration. But it also has an additional turret. Oh, I'm gonna shoot two shots. Oh, I wanted to see which way he was turning. I shot two shots, and usually good cruiser players, when they see the battleship shooting, they start turning, and that gives me an idea where to predict my next two turrets. Here it didn't work out because they still missed, but it's a neat little trick you can do with the Montana, because you have because even 6 shots, 2 turrets worth of shots is killing power on a cruiser, or significant damage if you citadel. So you shoot 2 turrets, then you see if they're going to turn left or right, and then you shoot in that direction. Because once they have fully turned their rudder into a direction, it's very hard for them to like reverse it. So it gives you a chance to even hit good cruiser players. Well, that was a terrible one. Tried to get some shots on the North Carolina from 20 kilometers. I'm playing like a pussy here, but that's because there's 3 Shimakazes on my team on the right, and I don't even know how many Shimakazes they have over there. And for a T10 battleship, I'm the only T10 battleship on our side. I actually only have 2 battleships, and the other guy is an Iowa that's on the other side. So every single DD on this side of the map is basically creaming themselves with the idea of getting to torp me. That was actually a pretty good volley. I didn't get a citadel, but I did like what, a bit over 10k I think damage him, which is always nice. The Zhao is at it again. I'm detected by the planes though, so if he's zoomed in at me, he'll see that my guns are aimed at him, so he'll know this is coming. He disappeared, but I'm gonna wait for him. I don't want to go for the North Carolina, because with how many Shimas we have, I don't even consider the battleships a threat. The Zhao is the biggest threat, because the Zhao can absolutely break you. Okay, now you see, I saw he committed to the turn, so that's when I took the shot. As soon as he committed, I shot where he was about to turn. And it was perfect. It landed on Citadel, and that was basically, for all our Shimas, that was the single greatest threat to the Zhao. They do so much HE damage, they're so accurate, so fast, so basically I just removed the biggest threat for RDDs, and now the North Carolina is a bit of a joke for them, because they can just send their ridiculous volleys of torps and completely wreck him. So basically I did my work on this side. I happened to get first blood from it as well, so woohoo! I'm not certain what speed that Hipper is going. Is he going full or half or... Yeah, he wasn't going full. I predicted for full, but he wasn't quite going. I think he was going like 3/4 or something. That's actually one of the most annoying speeds to go as a cruiser, because it makes it very hard to predict how fast you're going. Oh. Shit. I'm hoping this will lock onto the target. Sometimes when you shoot like that, the game decides, oh, I bet this guy actually wants to shoot the rock and not the target behind the rock. So we're gonna dump all our shells into the side of the rock. That happens quite often, and it's very fucking frustrating. Especially when it's usually when you got like the sweetest possible shot, that's when it happens, and then your shells land short, like halfway to your target. There's a Shima there being chased by 2 of our Shimas. You can see the amount of torps. I see them coming towards me, but I'm just gonna keep my full speed here. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to dodge them. Oh, I think I shot... Jesus, he was fast. I completely underestimated his speed. That would have been a really good volley if I would have predicted it further forward. There's another Shima on my right. I'm not so much focusing right now on dealing damage as making sure that I'm simply not one-shot by a sudden Shimakaze ambush. Because T10, or well, any high-tier battleships really, they turn and maneuver so slowly, but especially the Yamato and the Montana, they have such massive sizes, so it's very easy to just land like an insane amount of torps on its broadside. That's why carriers like to go for T10 battleships as well, simply because they're so huge. It makes it easy to hit bomber planes and bombs and torps and everything. Oh, what the hell? The Shima on the right, my Shima has the enemy Shima on like 5-10%, and he didn't finish him. I don't know what he's doing. He has 1.3k HP. What is that Shima doing? I'm gonna see if I can finish him before he disappears from vision. Come on. Ah, well, that's fucking typical, isn't it? I'm questioning why the fuck he would leave a Shimakaze in our back lines. Basically, he can wreck me, he can wreck the Essex behind us. Okay, now he's turning around after he smoked to go and kill him. Okay. I'm not really certain what this guy's doing, but as long as he's going to finish him off now, he's forgiven. We are not doing so hot on this. Oh, actually, no. Yes, we are. It's just we're losing. Are we losing B? We're actually doing quite decent. We're down on one ship though. Oh, but they have really low New Orleans. This game seems quite close so far. We're winning the right side, but looks like they're winning the left side. Let's see if I can finish this guy. Ah, well, of course, that's typical. I finally decided to take a shot at something and hit something that's already dying. Okay, they capped the B. Oh, and they got a... Whoa, what did I just say? They got a bunch of kills. We got that one kill, but they got a bunch. What the hell just happened? And now I know there's a Shimakaze in front of me. He was just here, so this is where I start to do a bit erratic movements. I change my course, I change my speed. Basically, I'm making it hard to get a full prediction on me. I'm just turning completely around here because I don't want to push up straight towards the Shima. That's the easiest torp in the whole wide world. I played so much DD myself, I know what is the easy shot to take, and going straight there would have been the absolutely easy shot to take. Yeah, I'm pinging, see if our Essex can go scout him. Oh, some stuff in front, but yeah, it's simply not worth for me pushing in there. I might have been able to finish the North Carolina by pushing in closer, but I'm pretty certain I would have died to torps. Okay, I got the carrier going to scout now, so this is when I'll push up. That DD behind, by the way, I think those torps could have been for me. No, I think they were just for the other DD. Oh, here is his torps, as I said. This is why you change your course often. This is the absolute best counter as a battleship player against DDs. It's just constantly changing course. Shift your course, change your speed, make yourself unpredictable. He shot 15 torps at me, he hit one. Now I'm saving my guns exactly for this. That's why I wasn't taking a shot. I don't consider the Hipper or the North Carolina that big of a threat, but the DDs... Oh shit then. I just dodged a shit ton of torps and now I see the fucking Taiho sending planes at me. Oh good lord. But the good thing here is, I'm a fucking Montana. So what I do is I hold down control and I focus target the closest torpedo bomber and of course turn towards them. I try to get my ship going straight. I'm gonna see if he tries to juke me because I'm turning right, then he turns... No, he's not juking me, he's going to the left of me. I'm looking at the minimap while I shoot, so I need to turn hard left into them. You can see I have it as a focus target to start shooting down those planes. And as soon as that guy has launched his torps, I select the next one. Basically, try to minimize the amount of damage you take by, as soon as a torpedo bomber has launched his torps, there's no point targeting him anymore. And of course I slow down and I turn towards them. So this way, out of 12 torps, I ate 3, so it wasn't too bad. And I shot down 10 of his planes. So, getting to practice those good old torpedo dodging skills. I haven't played like my Montana in a while. It's kind of fun though, especially in a game like this where pretty much everyone is horny to kill you. Like every Shima, even the Taiho wants me. Oh, and here's the next volley. That would have been going for me if I had kept my course going straight. Those were fired from far away, I think. Yeah, those were fired from far away, and this would have hit if I had been going straight. But because I dodged into the torps from the Taiho, it slowed me down so much that that volley is completely off. Oh, and here's the next volley of torps going. Jesus. I'm turning towards the volleys. As soon as I saw where that first volley came from, I turned towards them to minimize the amount of damage I take. I'm gonna see if I can wiggle between these two. There we go. And I'll align, while I'm wiggling through them, I align my guns to the North Carolina. Oh, he got a nice hit on me, but I'm a fucking Montana, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Get fucked. Oh shit, now we're even further down on points. Huh. Well, not points, but ships actually. We're 4 versus 6, and they have 2 caps. Okay, well, Fletcher is fighting their Taiho. That's fantastic. As you can see, I'm still constantly shifting course every now and then, and basically trying to make myself unpredictable. Because I know there's one Shima up there, to the north, and there's probably a Shima somewhere to my left. So I got 2 guys who very, very much want to kill me. They have 3 Shimas left alive. And let me tell you, but even though a Montana is not the best possible ship to fight Shimakazes, there are in fact better choices than the Montana. But whatever. There's one inside the cap. Oh, there's one to the north and one inside the cap. I'm turning my turrets I'm turning my bow towards the DD in the cap, while I'm turning my guns towards this guy so I can help my TM guy fight him. I'm slowing down as well, throwing off if there's any torps that have been thrown. You see, I'm almost stopping completely. Basically, any torps that have been thrown my way, I'm completely throwing off their accuracy. And now I speed up to full speed again. Ah, that was a bad volley. Well, whatever. I guess I helped him a bit. Yeah, they secured the kill with the carrier. And now I turn towards the cap. Now, I'm not gonna turn fully. I want to keep myself straight in case there's any torps coming. Showing broadside when you know there's a DD somewhere. If you know there's a DD somewhere, either say, yeah, okay, if I turned fully, I would have eaten all those torps. If you know there's a DD somewhere, you have to commit. You either go straight forward or straight back. Or you do a lot of fucking weird moves if you're far enough away. But this close, it's just committing. That's the option. Oh, this was bad. I should have... You saw I took quite a bit of damage. I didn't take full damage from the torp, but I took a bit more than I needed. If I would have caught that torp right on the edge of my bow, I would have taken even more reduced damage. But because it came in the front, I still took reduced damage. But not as much as I wanted. Now, I still have HE loaded. If you didn't notice, I switched when I saw that there were only Shimas left, in case one of them get detected, so I can help. And I don't bother switching to AP in between here, because I'll easily kill this Ibuki with HE. Because Battleship HE does a shit ton of damage. Of course, if it was full HP, or even above half HP, then there's no doubt I would be using AP. But against that low, why bother? Okay, 3 versus 3 now. That's promising. Okay, I told this guy in chat that he might become... I'm pretty sure this DD that was at sea, I'm pretty sure he's basically south of me and he's sailing around me to go for the Essex. Because that's probably what I would do. I would go for the Essex because he's the biggest threat to DDs out of everyone here. Well, he can't see the Shima, so he's probably going to go for the Essex. At least that's what I would do. Now I keep telling this Essex to scout like south of me. I even pinged the box basically where I wanted him to scout, but he didn't bother scouting it. So I hope he just doesn't get randomly torped at some point. Oh, another Shima. Having HE loaded at this point is quite nice, because, 5k, not bad. Okay, now I know I'm could it be the Admiral Hipper? It might be the Admiral Hipper that's detecting me. No, but I'm pretty sure there was a DD here. I'm pretty sure he's going for our SX, and our SX isn't reacting, so... Now, at this point I'm committing, because we can't... They have a point lead now, and they have 2 caps. Can't keep running away. So I'm just gonna straight up go challenge this guy, because fuck you, I'm a Montana, that's why. Okay, he's smart. He doesn't show himself. I was hoping he would peek out and show himself, but he's not. He's hiding inside the smoke. So that means we have to go find him in the smoke. This is obviously a fantastic idea, pushing into a smoke where Shimakaze is hiding as a battleship. 10 out of 10 idea. I recommend it warmly, especially if I'm playing a Shimakaze. Nah, I'm still detected then. But the thing is, when you're hiding in smoke, you usually wait until the very last moment, or well, as long as your nerves can take it, and then you launch torps. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna outplay him by... I'm gonna wait, I'm still gonna go straight. I want him to think I'm going straight. Keep going straight, keep going straight. Now we're gonna turn hard left, hard left, hard left. I hope he lost his nerve and shot his torps, because then I'm gonna dodge them. Oh, and I'm no longer detected either. Nice! I predicted those torps. I'm gonna dodge them. And now... Oh, there is... Oh! You can see... Oh! You can see him turn. He still had 2 volleys left, 2 torpedo volleys left. You can see him turn those torpedo launchers towards me, and he was just about to fire, but I was faster than he was, so I got the kill. And now, as I predicted earlier, I even fucking told this Essex that there was a Shima who's probably going for him. Well, he's finding it out now, but I'm gonna see if I can turn around and help him. I still have HE loaded, so I can still be quite effective even from range. Let's see. I got a glimpse of him. That's pretty much all I needed to see which way he was going. And... oh yeah, Kraken unleashed. And we've taken the lead back. Always nice to get Kraken. I don't think I've even gotten it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've gotten my daily Kraken yet. But it's rewarding that they've added it. It feels... Getting 5 kills in the past didn't feel as satisfying as now when you got this Kraken unlock. It kind of feels more rewarding. But our Shima is smart, he's going for the B camp. So I don't see any reason why this shouldn't be a win. Unless the Admiral Hipper somehow magically absolutely wrecks our Shima. That's pretty much... oh shit, or if those torps absolutely wreck me. Yeah, I'm gonna go full speed, and I'm gonna turn behind this island. I'm basically using this island as my cover for these torpedoes. Goddamn, even when the DDs are dead, they're still shooting torps. Dropping speed a bit. Yeah, nice. The island protected me, and I avoided all the torps. I don't think too many people on my team believe that their battleship would be one of the last guys alive with this many torps on the enemy side. Let's see if I can snipe him. This game is just about to end. Ah, nah, I overshot. I was afraid of the bug, what I've told you, or well, my shell was just hitting the land in general, so I shot a bit higher than actually needed. But yeah, I should have shot lower, but whatever. We're gonna win. They have 956... 960 points. Yeah, we win now with 40 points. That was actually a really fun game. Not exactly your typical battleship game where you sit back and snipe the entire game. Oh, and I got a nice bunch of XP as well. The damage is probably absolutely pitiful considering I shot mostly... yeah, it's like what? It's not even 100k since I just shot like Shimakazes. But I don't mind, that was a really fun game, and the XP and money is quite nice. So let's move over to the modules. As usual, I'll start with modules, but there's not really much to talk about since there's nothing to change since it's T10. Upgrade wise, of course, main battery upgrade. I go over this in the Zuma commentary, why it's very straightforward. On this one, I have the AA mod 2, which increases the range, and that's because the Montana has these oerlicons, Oh no, no, sorry, the Bofors 40 millimeter, and these are some of the best anti-air guns in the game because they have a lot of damage and a lot of range by default. So by increasing the range from the default, by using this and the Captain perk, I get it to 5.1 kilometers. This one, of course, jumps all the way to 7.2, but this is basically the Bofors guns are the main goal here, and it makes it very, very powerful, which is why I like it. So this, for me, if I had to choose here, the range is pointless. The main battery, no, you don't want to lose reload. It's the best one out of them. And here I have range. I briefly considered the faster reload. I mean, not range, accuracy. I briefly considered the faster reload, but it's just not worth it, because one of the strengths of this ship, especially the way I play it, like a shotgun style, is that I want to be able to brawl. And if I use this one, then the turret traverse gets so terribly bad. It's now 38.3, which is quite good. So I really don't want to like drop it very, very low. So I've gone for the accuracy instead. Once again, damage control system, not because it's super good, but because the other two are pretty much completely pointless for you. Third one, damage control, because it reduces damage you take the most, since especially as a T10 battleship, you'll constantly be spammed by HE and torpedoes. And once again, I explained in the Izuma commentary, I prefer concealment over target acquisition, because I find this reduces the damage I take more than target acquisition. Plus, with the way I play it, sometimes you're able to do quite these nasty ambushes at like 16-17 kilometers, which doesn't sound like ambush range, but when you're a Montana, it is ambush range. So those are my upgrades. Consumable wise, same as Izuma, premium repair, premium heal, and premium repair. They're both basically, this one is called repair and this one is called damage control, but yeah, repair and heal, both premium. Very simple. And of course, fighter for better anti-air and for spotting torpedoes and destroyers. And Captain perks. I'm actually saving up. When I have a total of 3 additional points, I will get Vigilance. But for now, the first perk is Basics of Survivability. It's fantastic. Second perk, Concealment and Acquisition, or Situation Awareness. Basically knowing when you're not detected. Very important for maneuvers. To speed up your turrets, and because all other perks are garbage. And Superintendent, the spotter plane is useless, but the additional heal is fantastic. More range on your anti-air, as I explained earlier. This is what bolsters your Bofors guns to that massive 5.1 kilometer range, which actually lets you shoot down planes before they're already dropping torps and shit on you. And that's pretty much the basics. I don't get any T5. I briefly tried Concealment Expert. It was pretty fun, but in the end, you can't really make a good stealthy battleship. It's just, you're just too detectable. It's not worth it. It's not worth the point. So instead I went for High Alert, reduce your repair even further, especially since I like to brawl, it's very, very good. And secondary armament, better secondaries, once again very good for brawling, and better anti-air, which is of course one of your strengths as a Montana. And as I said earlier, once I get the additional 3 points, I'll put it in Vigilance, because out of all the perks that's left, it's the only good one. So that's pretty much why I will end up using it. Anyways, that was my Montana commentary. I hope you enjoyed it, and now I have covered both the Japanese and the US battleships. I might eventually make a new commentary once I get the Yamato, but that will probably take some while. It takes some time since I'm pretty lazy at grinding the Izuma. Anyways, see you later.